everybody? Welcome back. Start of week 6. Figured I'd start it off on one of my worst combinations. C-fixed at Charlotte. We are at the Legacy version, 2008. I'm terrible at mile and a halves. This may be the only race on a track over a mile in length I run this week. I don't know, we'll see. Starting 13th, truck number 13, 22 in the split. Gotta get our butts handed to us, but try to do what I can. Hopefully try to keep it up.
Go.
Aim of the game is not to hit anything, keep the truck clean, and save tires if we go green, but not usually good at that. So, let's see what we can do. Just watch everybody pull off into the sunset. Watch on cold tires, truck can be a bit loose.
He's still there.
Overdrive it.
Still
But
there.
we'll just do what we can. Have some fun.
Keep it together. Hold your line. He's still there. Keep digging. Clear high.
Side-by-side battles. Some people starting to single file it out. Lap 1's at least green in the books.
Right side.
15 behind us really drove it in. 18 gets a run on the outside.
Still there. Keep it together. Hold your line.
We got one spinning down
Still there.
low. 18 turned down off
Clear.
the wall
Be
into
careful,
us,
got a
and
full
there's the
course
caution. So we stay behind the 11, who is the 10 on the truck.
Next car is out. Line up single file behind car number 14. We think that Hagen has been dead.
Hoping
We're
that
under caution.
the
It's closed.
settings I've made, I've changed a couple things in OBS as well as some stuff in iRacing. I know it doesn't look as nice as it did. Still struggling to try to figure out how to get these things to record. I don't know what's different than what I had before, but
I got fucking left up on the straight.
racking my brain and trying to get it to work. So like I said, it doesn't look as pretty, but once we get moving, it doesn't really matter all that much. Hopefully,
David, no,
Pits are open.
you can't back
hopefully this
yourself
one will
up.
actually record and not be too bad. Just dealing with overloading the CPU, so it
James Hunter, did y'all make it through?
gets an encoding overload in OBS and it ends up
Run
not
the cowboy.
not recording stuff. So hopefully got it better. Keep an eye on the R bar as much as I can. So we got one lap of green, and we get a caution. Picks us up one spot up to 12. We're restarting on the outside, assuming nobody else up front pits.
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
Which I guess for letting people by may not be the worst deal. 18 and the 15 were both aggressive. When that caution came out, I stayed high to avoid the 8. 18 turned down into us. And the 15 dove it in pretty hard into 1 on that lap, the second lap. So, both things to make a note of. Not really focusing on SOF, high rating, safety rating, like I mentioned before. You guys can see it relative. High rating's down quite a bit from where I was before, but it is what it is. I've had a couple races I tried to run that didn't record for different reasons, and one of them, well, 2 of them were at Darlington. The C-Fix got wrecked in one, and then the other one we just had. Okay, I also have to start trucks everywhere, so it's my fault for starting in the back end in the middle of that one, but hurt everything, so. Like I said, I get what I get. Just trying to learn as much as I can in every series that I run. Pick up as much pace, have the best shot at getting you guys competitive races, as well as finishing better, which ultimately would lead to more iRating. This one, I don't know. I could spend hours and still. I'm even worse at these at mile and a half than I am at ARCA, and I'm terrible at these in ARCA. So I don't know. We'll try to figure it out. Maybe if I can't come up with anything else at the end of the week, I'll practice some more, try to run another one of these, see if it gets any better. But this is just I kind of do this for the participation credits and get it out of the way until I can really spend some time learning it, because I'm just horrible, and it's sometimes it's not fun to get killed by a ton of people that I should beat, that I just can't, no matter how hard I try. So qualifying them, I was like a 10th and a half or 2/10 off, and I don't know. I'm really missing something simple that I'm just not doing. That is the key to being a lot quicker. So best thing I can do is just tire save and avoid wrecks. But we'll see what we can do here. Pace car is going to be pulling off. Get ready to roll behind the 14.
Green flag.
Didn't quite time that start very well. Let's see what the 15 is going to do. Going to be able to slide behind 10, which is the 11 iRating, or iRacing scoring.
Still there.
15's going to make a move on the outside off of 2.
Still
Stay
there.
here on the bottom.
He's still there. Keep digging.
We got sliding trucks
Still
checking up.
Still there.
Check
Clear
apart.
on
Everybody somehow gets it going. I'm not really sure how the heck that worked out, but that was the 21 getting.
Clear.
I don't know if he got turned or what happened, but that allows the front 4 to pull away, and we end up getting a spot or 2 out of that, I believe. I don't know. Shows 11th right now. That may be all we're at, but field's really strung out now.
That's the yellow truck that actually
And no caution yet, so 22 is the only one behind us. He's 4/10 back, and big gap behind.
30.68. That's your best lap in this session.
So, just gonna run as hard as I need to. Maybe stay with the 10, the 11. I don't know, like I said, 11th. If I can get to a top 10, I'd be happy with that. I don't think we're gonna get much more than that, barring cautions coming out. It might be strung out enough that a caution doesn't happen. Let's take the benefit of at least being able to avoid that wreck and not have the back half of the field come piling in.
The guy behind has just done a 30.80.
9 and the 2 are going to be flying through the field. Don't know if they're going to end up burning up tires trying to get back to us, though. Underneath the 10, he pushes wide off of 4. He gets the wall. Clear him. It's also going to allow the 22 by him.
10th position. You've just done a
3 spot based on the 10 making a mistake. 22 drove a little bit faster the last lap, about a 10th and a half. I don't know, he might be overdriving it. We're just going to let him go.
He's still there.
No reason to fight him.
Clear low.
Either he knows more than I do, or he's going to end up burning up his tires if we stay green. 10 down, 30 to go. He's trying to make a recovery. Seems like he must not have gotten the wall hard enough to really affect the arrow. A little bit of side-by-side up ahead. That group is about 2 seconds ahead of us. And then you got the front 4 are grouped together. 22 is going to work to the inside of the 10 here in the 1. Try to see if I can follow him through, take advantage of getting the 10 shuffled out, which is actually the 11.
Hold your line.
The real 10's behind us.
He's still there. He's still there. Keep it steady. Still there.
Still side by side with him. Outside line doesn't really work, but for a couple laps you can have the momentum to keep alongside of somebody.
Still there.
I don't think
Still there.
the 11 realizes that he's just
Keep it steady.
hurting
Still
himself by trying to run outside with me.
There. He's still there.
It's only going to hurt his right front, and it's only going to
Still there.
kill us. There's contact up front.
Hold your line.
19 goes spinning. We're going to stay
fine.
green.
You got one
And
right
still
side.
to the outside,
Still there.
which is the 11. I keep making that mistake.
He's still there.
So 1 free spot.
Still there.
Should put us up to 10th.
Still there.
B10.
Net code, if not, he bounced off of us.
Keep it together. Hold your line. He's still there.
Trying
Keep
to hold
digging.
my line.
Still there.
Apparently he's not the most
Hold your line.
consistent at keeping the truck straight.
He's still there.
This has allowed the 22 to
still
pull
there.
away quite a bit.
He's
Problem
still
is, if
there.
I try to
Keep
lift and let him by, I know he's just going to end up holding me
Still
up,
there.
and then the 10 behind is going to catch us.
Still there.
It's also allowed the 2 and the 9 to close up quite a bit, so
Still there.
we're going to have to figure this out relatively soon.
Keep it together. Hold your line.
Because all this is doing is pinching me, which is killing the momentum, also putting a little more stress on the right front than I'd like it to.
Still there.
5's falling back, he's
Still there.
slow. This is going to be fun getting through the corner around him. He pushes up. Maybe I can try to use him as a pick.
Clear outside.
No, he went for
The
it.
11 bails out. Okay, so 5's that hurt. Might be able to get around him.
E9, your lap time was 51.
Pick up one spot, which offset one of the 2 spots we can lose from the 2 and the 9 here. 19's damage. He's dropping low.
Thank you. Yeah, not a problem, man. We got too much to live. We're going side by side in 30 years.
So the 5 was in, I think he was in the front 4 and fell out of it.
Your last lap time
We're not really
was
catching him anymore.
51.46.
So that probably shows you more so how slow I am rather than how damaged he is. This is probably off the pace, and I still just cannot really do much. Ninth, not a bad spot to sit right now. Like I said, between the 2 and the 9, can easily end up falling back to 11th or 12th. We'll just see how the rest of the race shakes out.
Lap time was 31.60.
I hope the 22's beating the right front up. And we can get back to him. Back third of the race or so. It's getting a little tight. Let's see if we can get the run underneath, get by him finally.
Still there.
Got the 11 doing the same thing, trying to
Still
follow
there.
behind us.
Clear high.
8th place.
5. Thought the 11 was going to dive it
The track
to
temperature
the
is
inside
rising.
into
It's
1.
now 112 Fahrenheit.
So, momentarily, temporarily puts us up to 8th. That's it. 2's making his way up. I think the 9's right behind him as well. 5 dives off into the pits. The 9 was not right behind the 2. The 10
That lap
is.
was at 31.84.
There's a little bit of a gap there. So maybe, I don't know, looks like the 9's working on the inside of 10 out back. 11's catching us. 2's starting to catch the pack up front. Got guys like 16, 14 up there. So they might have hurt tires off the start. Lap truck, the 15's also there.
Halfway
There's
home.
contact
Looks
between
good.
the 15 and the 22. We go high to
Alright,
avoid
Jake.
the 22.
Lap time's pretty consistent.
He got down to the bottom. We got the 15 who's
one
staying
inside. Clear
low,
inside.
wiggling. I don't know. Is the 11 going to take the shot to get by us? Nope, just gives us a little bit of a bump. So that breaks that pack up a little bit. 3 spots are good though.
Excuse me, let me know.
Puts us up to 7th now. 14's. Run to the inside of the 16 as they go into turn 1. They've got the 4.
E7.
Looks like he's about 7 trucks ahead or so. Maybe a little bit more than that. It's good for about a second. Evan's driving in a little bit deeper than we are. Just kind of taking it easy right now. Just only running as hard as I need to try to leave myself some right front for later on in the race. Although the 2's closed up quite a bit. The 9 got by the 10, but he's still a second back. I'm sure the 11's feeling the pressure from the 2 from behind. Able to get a little bit of a better run there. The center 1 and 2 and off. Overdrove 3 and 4 there a little bit. Let's see what the lap times look like. Myself compared to the 16 and the
That was
14.
32.00.
time tire about 3/10 or so faster than the 16, and about 1/10 and a half or so faster than the 14. I'm not going to be able to maintain that. We'll have to wait and see, but if we can maintain it, should be there to the 16 in about another 3 laps or so.
That lap was at 32.07.
Keeping a gap with the 2. Same thing with the 9, so I think tires might be slowly starting to equalize out now. A little loose there. Middle of 3 and 4 kind of hurt the run off the corner a little bit. Robin's getting a good run down the front stretch.
That lap time was 32.12.
Drove in a little too deep there in the 1. He backed out early. Should help him get a little bit of a better run off of 2. I don't know about getting to the 14, but definitely catching the 16, that is for sure. Truck cut a little loose there. I need to watch throttle in 4, just get into it a little bit later.
That last lap was at 32.12. P7.
So I don't know, it's gonna be tough to get to the 14. Squeak a shot at a top 5 out. So 11's got a bit of pace.
Stay high, we got one inside.
He's going to take advantage of a better run off before it gets started inside. Let him go, see if he can clear a way to get around the 16.
2.28.
I can just
He's still
follow
there.
him behind.
They're on the inside.
Slot him behind him. I don't want to lose too much time to the 2. I like to protect 8th at least. Overdrove 3 and 4, a little too much wheel there. 5's working his way up through. He's on fresh tires.
P8. The lap time was at 32.49.
There he comes flying. He's just gonna have to deal with it.
Keep it together, hold your line.
Hoping he'll be respectful, but he won't. He'll come
Hold your
blasting
line.
on through.
Inside clear.
Which hurts me getting a run on the 16, but hey, not much I can do there. It also
one right
allows the
side.
2 to close up.
Still there.
16's gonna be direct outside.
He's still there.
Contact with him.
He's still there, keep digging.
Got by the 11, 16 still in
there.
battle on the outside.
Keep it steady, still there.
Still about the same gap back to the
Still there.
14. This has also allowed the 2 to close up quite a bit.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear up high.
Where the 16 2's also going to work by him. They're going to go side by side down the front stretch. So the 5 really kind of hurt
7th position.
that whole scenario
Just
because
done
now the 2 is able to dive to my
52.55.
inside.
Still there. Clear low.
Slot in behind him. 16 tries to get a run off of 2. I'm just barely able to keep him behind. Not personally a fan of the move the 5 did, but whatever. I get it. Maybe he was racing somebody for being the first car. Lap down.
P8.
I don't
The
know.
lap time was at
Just,
32.65.
to me, it seemed to be a bit distasteful when you could see us running side by side and he dive it in. But hey, it is what it is. Still late though. $15 is off the pace, up high.
Just go.
Get by him.
Right side.
I don't think I have any shot
Clear
at
up high.
picking up
Your
more
last lap
spots.
time was at
8 to go.
32.53. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
We lost about a half a second or so to the 14 in the whole ordeal with the 5 and then the 2 get by us. I think I should still be able to stay ahead of the 16, 9 start and try to work his way back up. A little too loose there. Off 4 kind of kills the momentum a bit.
You've just done a 32.46.
Everybody up front, all running faster lap times. So it's looking like 8th place finish. Which I wouldn't say much if it was based on speed. It was based on avoiding wrecks and free spots, but did say that was probably going to be one of the only ways I was going to gain spots.
That lap time was 32.46.
Didn't really get too upset. And really, there's probably not much of a difference between 6th and 8th or 7th and 8th. That's the 5 on the apron up ahead. I'm going to be angry. That is. So he goes blasting through the field to end up putting it down on pit road. Okay. I don't know if he was going out for somebody that
Last
felt
lap was a
wrecked him and wronged him.
32.62.
But that is what it is. We'll have 4 to go this time by.
What a guy.
14 letting the 11 by. We're still 2 seconds back of that. I don't think we're going to have any shot at getting to him with 4 to go.
Hey, my teammate, let's go.
V8.
Thankfully, staying ahead of the 16 and the 9. 9's actually closing up on the 16 quite a bit. So I'm hoping that'll create enough of a battle when they get there that
Push down. We can catch up here.
keep me in 8th. Goes to
Okay,
the
Jake.
inside.
Lap times are
16 is
pretty
going to run them
consistent.
tight. They make contact. They both go sliding. They both slide up the track. They save it. We still stay green, but that also allows me to pull away quite a bit. So that was what I need. I don't think the 9's going to be too happy with the 16 there. Hard to see, but it looked like the 16 might have turned down on the 9 a little bit into 1.
Oh, here we go.
But 2 to go. Just in our own little bubble now. Second back of the 2 almost. And a little under a second and a half ahead of the 9 and the 16. So the only thing we'll probably check after the race is how bad I beat up the tires. Which probably could even park in pit road and look at that. Slowly, I'm missing a lot though, because there are a lot of guys that are just absolutely gone, way faster than I am.
White flag, last lap.
Just got a lot to work on to be faster on mile and a halves, especially in this series where it's even more momentum based than the ARCA car is. So quite a bit to work on unlocking, trying to figure out how to be faster.
The gap in front is now 0.92.
Closing up a little bit on the 2 last couple laps. We've got a wreck. They're going to cross the line though, so no spots out of that.
8th place.
Unfortunately, we get a 4X because I was trying to get on the brakes and he came across the track, so that sucks. I don't know. That's it's what it is. Good thing I don't care about safety rating. Got out of that. Tires were 76, 80 on the right side, still on that right front a little bit too much. You can see.
What happened there when we made contact? I don't know if I
Same
came
thing
up,
with
you
the
came down, but sorry about that.
tire temps, 26 degrees more on the right front and the center. So
I
just got to work on being a little more efficient through the corners,
code or what?
not lean on the right front quite so much, and deal with it. So it sucks that we got that 4X at the end, but hey, you know, is what it is. So if you guys got tips for how to be better, let's see. We were at a 67, 77, so I just didn't drive it hard enough. Apparently not terrible, just didn't drive it hard enough. Maybe there's the key. I just need to drive it harder than what I
Looks
think.
like you
I
came up
don't
a
know.
little bit, and then like the
Can
truck kinda got
let
hung
me know what you
together
guys
there.
think. Hopefully you
But
enjoyed
it is
that
what it is.
one. We at
I
least
had
get
a
an
little
8th place
bit more
finish
room
out
to
of it.
wall. I
So
kinda
hopefully you
stopped
enjoyed
short,
that one.
and then I think you just
Get
expected me
to
to go all the
short
way up,
track
and I was
racing
trying
for
to
the
just
bulk
stop
of
to get
this
in the
week.
wall.
Try to have some fun. Arc is actually on a short track. Super late
All
model's
good,
on a
yeah.
little bit of a
Just
bigger
a
short
racing
track, but
deal. My
still
intention was
kind of a short
not to
track.
make contact with
And
you at all there.
late
But
model,
all good, man. Just a
hopefully
racing
both
deal. It was
SK
fun.
and Tormod on
Oh, no,
New Hampshire, so we'll see
you
how that goes.
did let me get it
But
saved,
yeah,
so I
have some fun the
appreciate
rest of the
that,
week and
if it
just
works.
keep trying to improve. So let me know your
Oh
thoughts,
yeah, no,
how you
after
guys
every
drive these things
contest,
better.
I want to make sure
And
you
until the
try
next
to
one, I
save
hope
it.
all
I
your
don't want to
laps
run
are
you over or
fast,
anything,
your
so
races are
I'm
clean,
glad you
and
saved
your
it.
finishes are good. Thanks for watching.